for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee.
I do wish that BitChute and Rumble had the community notes thing the way that YouTube does, so that I can let people know what the hell's going on when we don't have a video. I do. That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time that we are recording this, which is 9:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, December the 3rd, 2025. God, can you believe it's that late in the year? We are in the middle of I've heard both, either a G2 or a G3 solar storm. And it sucks. And I knew it was coming yesterday with the headache, with the muscle spasms, all of it. I don't know why that some of us do this. It's not fun. That was another part of the adventure pack that I missed. It's not just me. There's several people over on X that will communicate with each other, and it's like, is it hitting you? And it's like, how's it hitting you? Yeah.
It hits.
It does. And it's just one of those that, if it's affecting things like that, is it affecting people's minds? Of course it is, because it all interrelates. It's not separate, mind, body, and spirit. It's all together. So if you've been having mental weirdness, join the party.
Yeah.
Everybody's been having a mental weirdness.
Yep.
If it's just
been going hardcore.
Especially the water babies. God love them.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How many of y'all have felt like legit that you're drunk and you haven't even touched it?
Drunk in a happy way or a getting ready to barf way?
Getting ready to barf.
Yeah, that's
like
not
it's
the
that
fun.
like
it's the end of it.
Yeah,
it's not the fun drunk part. It's the, oh God, I've done this. Look at the
like,
consequences of my choices.
Yeah, it's literally that. It's like, I should not have drank those last drinks. Should not have done that.
Oh yeah, there's several of us has been there. Lots. Which is
it's like,
why
damn,
we don't anymore.
One too many.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not fun.
It's like, literally, that's what the energy feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, you've had a rough go of it.
And now it doesn't just feel like that. It feels like almost, it's like my staticky at points. Shit just feels staticky.
Yeah.
Staticky and chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaotic as fuck. It literally does feel like you're going through like Tasmanian Devil whirlwind.
Yeah. That's what I had told you.
Or
the suppressed
but
noise, by the way.
I think I described it as like one of those like holes that opens up that's like spiraling downwards. That's like violent, you know? Yeah. That opens up in a lake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Those things, and it's just
whirlpool.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. It's like the movie The Perfect Storm, if you've ever seen that. God, do not watch that while you've got depression. Do not.
I will take heed of your words there.
Yeah. Yeah, there are certain things if you're having a depressive episode, and lots of people do this time of year. It just, low light levels, all that stuff. It's not just woo-woo. It really isn't. And those of us that have seasonal affective disorder on top of everything else, no. It just, you avoid the depressing shit. You have to. It's just a matter of self-preservation.
Yeah.
And to have some wisdom. I talked with Grok today, and he suggested lighting a candle. So I have a candle, and I have enjoyed that today. We love candles. I love candles.
Mm-hmm. You do.
And it has truly helped. Something that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got it set in a place where there's not any little flaming furballs of death running through.
No more.
When you have cats, you have to watch open flame.
Yeah, big time. You really do.
That would be horrible. God, that would be horrible.
Oh, no, I've watched it.
No, that would be bad.
I watched a cat jump up there and burn half his whiskers off.
Oh.
And then I had the pancreas stuck her tail right in my cigarette.
They do that. They're not rocket scientists.
And I
And
kept trying to
honestly,
put her away, trying to keep move her.
mm-hmm,
She kept hopping
mm-hmm.
up and insisted. And then she finally did it.
Yeah, because them that can't learn's got to feel.
And
That's
after that,
true
it
for
was.
humans too.
And after that, it was like, you're done, and I'm done. Cigarettes out, you're going out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she was already out, so she was staying out.
Yeah, yeah. It's been madness every way that you turn. At least Mercury is now direct. We're coming up on a full moon, which is like no shit. So it's just crazy town.
Yeah.
And I don't not remember. I am so sorry, Dan, that I don't. If I remember it, I will go back and find it. And he had told me a follow-up video where we had talked about the movie The Age of Disclosure. On X, it's NorthNodeDan, but he's got an astrology channel there on YouTube, and I will, he does posts and stuff occasionally. I'll put that in the description box if I remember. If I don't, it's not intentional. It's never intentional. But Timothy Alberino, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's actually in the, I don't want to say woo-woo community, fringe believer community. And he's another that will talk about things that other people don't even want to. They don't want to acknowledge it's in Scripture. He had recently been on Glenn Beck, for what that's worth, discussing the possibility of the return of the Nephilim. Mm-hmm. I've heard that lots.
The Nephilim was just hybrid creatures, not just giants.
Right. Well, it was biblically the Nephilim. It was where the fallen ones, the fallen angels, had screwed with the DNA of humans, and they had produced these hybrid creatures that they were giants.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that human DNA has recently been tampered with.
Yeah. Yeah. In a lot of ways.
More than we probably know.
Yeah. Probably should know. Not probably should know. Like, it's probably for the best we don't know.
Yeah, well. Yeah, ignorance can be bliss. It truly can at this point. But he had reviewed the movie The Age of Disclosure, the documentary also. Mm-hmm. And he did go into a lot of it, which was almost as long as the documentary. I told you that's how it's going to be. And a lot of the stuff he said was the same thing that I had said, only a lot quicker I had said it. Because
which was?
I just put the fries in the bag, which is, the oddness that there's a group of Christians that's in the Pentagon that are there to prohibit disclosure.
Yeah. But they were a certain branch of Christian, weren't they?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think they were. I think they were like, I don't know if it was Pentecost. It wasn't Pentecostal.
No, it wasn't anything like that. At a certain point, it just, honest to God, it becomes dizzying.
Yeah.
But there was a specific, he uses a term for the group. He knows of the group. Now, he is friends with Lou Elizondo and believes him wholeheartedly. Anytime somebody starts talking about the naysayers and the people that are saying, oh, well, disinformation agent or whatever, if you get onto that kick of people, and I can't even imagine that some of these people that's got thousands of comments and stuff like that, I guess they do get weary of somebody calling them a disinformation agent or a glowy or whatever. But people need to realize the reason that there are groups that are doing that, people don't know who to trust anymore. They really don't. This is a symptom of a population that has been gaslit to the point they don't know which end is up.
Yeah.
Because you really can't fault them for being skeptical. Because unless you know somebody on a personal basis, and even then sometimes you really don't always know what somebody's going to do, because we're humans, we're fallible, and we can really fuck up from time to time.
Yeah.
The best intentioned ones of us can have a whatever day and just do something that can be life-changing. So within that does not make somebody's case better to sit there and go, oh, well, don't, the skeptics and blah, 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 because realize why they are skeptics. See the woundedness. But you've got a group of people, you have millions of people that feel so betrayed and they're so hurt. So don't fault them on that. And it's one of the scriptures that came to heart this morning, as far as judge not lest you be judged by the same judgment. So that's why you're not supposed to be judging other people.
Yeah.
You can say, yes, you did this, but as far as the why you did this, that's between them and God a lot of times. And it does say, by their fruit you'll know them. So if somebody's behavior is bad, and there are times that somebody's behavior is so bad that they cannot live amongst other people. That's just fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think that it was that gentleman from El Salvador, he was talking about God forgiving people, but that does not absolve them of the consequences of their actions here on earth. That was pretty succinct.
Yeah.
So I'll leave that link for you, and you can go and listen to his review of it. Like I said, I think we were just a whole lot quicker, which is go watch it for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Yeah.
Because our people have done their own research. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, when you get a chance to watch it, please, it doesn't matter what video it is. Just,
just watch it.
Watch it and let us know your comments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you want to email
let us know your observations.
Yes, please. cupofcoffeewithscream at gmail.com if you want to write them down. And I'd be willing to do a whole video if we got several of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just to share comments. And if you want it to be anonymous, that's fine too. Now, one of the things that I have needed, there we go, I lost my readers, was some mirth. Because I've had the headache for basically 2 days. It's not bad. It's just one of those.
Under constant stress thanks to my ass.
Well, that's part of it, but a lot of it has this.
Neurotic Tasmanian devil, fucking Lord. Whirlpool.
Yeah, it's been a challenge. But everybody's having challenges right now. It's okay.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of it is the geomagnetic storm, and when you've got one of those nagging headaches that won't go away. You just don't want to do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, it's just like, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah. So
laying down, that's about it.
Today I was scrolling through X because that's one of the things that I can do, in part. And I saw these people talking about their musical age. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Well, Spotify, which I do have Spotify. We have a group plan or whatever it is. And they have 2025 Wrapped, which is our backdrop today is for that. And just info, and it's fun. Mm-hmm. It's not life-changing.
And it's not serious.
Something. Right. As far as what we listen to on Spotify. And I have listened for, I know I've listened to it more than that. I don't know how they're getting that. As far as 54,068 minutes. And they said that's 37 days. Well, I figured that I had listened more than that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when we're out, and I guess part of it is when we're out and about, and we've not been out and about as much as we normally are. Mm-hmm. For various and sundry reasons.
It's cold. We ain't going to be out as much.
But
and a lot of stuff is going awry.
and as far as my taste in music, it says it can't be defined. That I had listened to 368 genres.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Kid had asked a question yesterday, or earlier today. He's like, if you had to pick one album, that's the only album that you could listen to for the rest of eternity. And I think it almost threw me into a panic attack.
And then I tried to narrow it down. It's like, okay, one artist and one album of said artist.
No, there's no way, because that is just, for me, that feels claustrophobic.
And some people, it's not possible. Like, they can't say it because that's a really difficult thing to do.
It is. It is, because it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
And top genres, go ahead.
And a brother said that it was Stadium Arcadium by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
So
Well, he was able to give a clear-cut answer.
Also, I think I worded it different to him.
Right.
Let's see how I worded it. Oh, I just asked him, if you only had one choice had to listen to one Red Hot Chili Peppers album for the rest of your life, only one, what would it be? And he said Stadium Arcadium. So I guess that's what I should have just asked you. If a specific artist, and if you just had to pick one album of theirs, which one it would be?
That would still be hard for me. It really would. Because
would it be?
A lot of, yeah, for me it would be. It would be hard. It would be really hard.
Okay, Ozzy, which one?
Oh dear. See, that would be between Diary of a Madman and Blizzard of Oz.
Alice Cooper.
Oh, there's no way I could pick.
That's a difficult one.
There's no way that I could pick. Because there's so many that are just amazing.
All right, let's see. An easy one. Pink. Which album of hers? Of Pink's? Not that you...
It's not like that's somebody I listen to often.
Yeah.
That would be that first album that she had a hit of.
Okay, it's technically...
That tells you how much I know about her.
Second album, but yeah. Misunderstood?
Yeah, probably.
That's her best
I don't
album.
know. That's...
See, that one's easy because she's only basically got one really good album and that's it.
She's one of those people that just fell off my radar years ago, other than one or two songs.
Yeah, she pretty much fell off of everybody's radar because she started making soccer mom music.
It wasn't even a matter of that. She started running her mouth instead of just singing.
That too, yeah.
You know, it looks like some of these people would have learned from the Dixie Chicks long ago.
It's just her political...
If you are an actor, actress, whatever, musician, whatever, anything like that, so yes, you can have your opinions, but it's smart to keep your mouth shut on some of that stuff.
Yeah. Like, literally, that taints your music.
It very much can. But they're saying here that my top genre was New Age. And it's really not.
So it told you that too?
Yes. But you've got to realize that I do have a Spotify playlist, different things like that over there, if anybody's interested. And one of them is sleep music.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, and Mythos was one of the ones that came up. Mythos is great.
They are. That's one of them. That beat the rest of them. It was Mythos.
That's my second genre, hard rock. And then it goes to new wave, and then oldies, and then Christian.
See, this year I haven't even been able to listen to Spotify half the time as far as what I actually wanted to listen to. And most of the time, it's like I was either listening to CDs or YouTube.
Yeah, well, it's like I will vacillate between like some of the Christian music.
So I know for a fact
to
this is
Five
not...
Finger Death Punch to... I'm all over the page.
But it's like, I know for a fact this is not accurate. Because, like,
it's not
if I had a
accurate.
Bluetooth thing in my car, it would be totally different.
And said my listening age was 39, which I was impressed by that. I thought, well,
I gave that too.
uh, that listened
I
to
think that's pretty good.
3,800 songs. And that my number one, there we go, is Mythos, and Mysteria is in the other group. They're so good for sleep. They are so good for sleep. It's not this new age, woo, everything sounds the same like you get on YouTube with some of their sleep music. This actually has melody. It's actually quite good.
Yeah. Mythos.
Mythos is great, and their album Purity,
That's their
it is
best album.
still so good.
That one that's like, oh fuck, it literally just left me. I can hear it, but yet it won't come out. Euphoria is a long way down, babe. That's a whole
It's
attitude
just
right there,
so
my
good.
singing,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
That's a good song right there.
And as far as my top podcast, the Why Files Operation Podcast. And honestly, they have some of the same things that they have on YouTube, but they also have things that they can't put on YouTube just because of the subject matter and stuff, that they would be yeeted.
Yeah.
And he said that he was getting ready to do another operation, that it's sort of like where he interviews some of the people. That will be good. It's like the Why Files, the basement tapes, or something like that. I can't remember what he was going to say on that. But if you're not familiar with the Why Files, why are you not familiar with the Why Files? Hecklefish, are you kidding? With the lizard peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always got to have the hecklefish.
Yeah, the
Always.
Hecklefish, I like. He's got some where Hecklefish is not there. And it's just,
It ain't the same.
it's like me without Kid. It's flat. It's just flat.
I disagree. I
He is
enjoy.
my Hecklefish.
I can listen to you on your own all day. I'm good. Like, that's pretty. Anytime I hear my bits in these videos, I'm like,
Well, that's
even on the
because you're
ones that I'm
harsh on
doing
yourself.
good, I'm like,
Enigma is another one of my favorite as far as the, and Mythos.
They didn't
game
even-
with the. So, yeah.
didn't even mention Enigma.
I mean, it's just,
Mine didn't mention Enigma.
it's because that you're not on the same side of Spotify that I am.
Nah, mine got fucked up because all I used it for was sleep this year, basically. Now's for real. That's some bullshit. Like, don't count the sleep music Spotify. Don't count that into the yearly wraps.
It's just, anyhow, it's just
My top
fun
artist would have been
stuff.
Hemlock Springs.
I'm only in the 16th percentile of global listeners. That's not, anyhow.
You're only in the what?
16th percentile that listens to some of the sleep music that I do. Yeah. But we knew that I
Where
was
does it
not
tell
one of the
you that?
popular things. That one.
Yeah, but wait, where does it tell you that?
You just have to keep scrolling. And this is not on the Spotify desktop version. It's just on the mobile stuff.
Because the mobile, that's what Spotify was designed for
Yeah.
originally. So they got a bunch of
But it's just fun.
extra things on there.
It's just fun stuff,
Yeah.
getting towards the end of the year, and it's hard to believe that that Christmas is this close. And it's just like, I have been in this weirdness with time again, to where I will think that it's just been a couple of days doing whatever. Why does it seem like Halloween was years ago? At this point, even though we still have some turkey left, I had a turkey sandwich for supper, which was delicious. It was on sourdough. I like the sourdough. But it seems like it was weeks back.
It really feels like it's been an eternity back. I don't know. Seriously, time has felt so fucking weird.
It's just warped.
And like legit, like that that goes in with that weird like dizziness. It
Yes.
feels like you're in a fucking time. Because
Yeah.
it almost feels like shit's sped up while that's happening at the same time.
Yes.
And you feel cracked out, and everybody's looking at you like, are you on drugs? What's going on with you? And you're having to just flow through it, and you can't tell anyone.
Right.
You can't really explain it.
Exactly. That's the thing. And it's like, especially normies, there is no way that you are going to get normies to understand this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. And I will say that there is an astrologer that I read his posts and follow over on X, and that he was explaining, he gave me validation of something, and I just thanked him. I said, I have prayed about this for decades, and as far as astrology, and he was absolutely correct when he said that in scripture where it talks about astrology, those people were misusing the astrology. It wasn't all astrology. It was just the misuse of it.
Right. That's the tool analogy that we used. You can either bash someone over the head with a hammer, or you can use it to pry out a nail. You can use it for good. You can use it for bad.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that those people used it for bad, and that's what he was talking about.
Well, and it gave me validation, and I'm not the only one, because there were people that were like, oh, you can't be Christian and an astrologer. Yes, you can. Who set up those rules?
Right. Those are rules that were built up by people that didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground, or that were
They didn't
operating by
understand
fear.
what scripture was talking about. These were the same ones. It's like, oh, tattoos are going to hell. No.
I got told that.
Yeah. And it's just, it's incredible how when people are biblically illiterate, it causes harm. And the main harm is that it drives people further away from Christ. Yeah. And it's one of those that get to know him yourself. It's like listening to the documentary. Study and make yourself approved. Spend time with him.
Yes.
That's how you get to know anyone. Talk to them. Talk with them. Learn to listen, which is just to be still. It can be that simple. And some of this other stuff, that some people have complicated it to the point that it's just like, yeah, no. Remember, humans are flawed. That's why we need a Christ.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a people to explain it to you, first of all, you're shrugging off your due diligence, your work that you're supposed to be doing.
Wait, repeat that? Repeat that?
If you're waiting on a single other person to explain to you about Christ, they can lead you to him, but it's a person. You're following the person instead of Christ. That's the reason, Michael Heiser, I have listened to so many people for so many years. I mean, I'm 60 years old, and this has been, God has been my eternal quest. And I can tell people where he's not.
You certainly can. But you can also tell people where he is.
And it's like that when it's darkest and you think that you have screwed up to where there is no hope, he is the hope.
He is the hope.
And when you're going through stuff that you have no clue, he's not required to explain everything. We are on a need-to-know basis. A general does not have to explain to a foot soldier what his next plan is.
That is true. Yeah. Because if a general tells, like, his foot soldier what his plans are, they could completely go against that. There's a potential of that.
The enemy can hear.
That
It can
too.
listen. It's like Google.
That
We
too.
are understanding how Satan works through these devices that listen to everything we say.
Well, yeah. I'm saying there's multiple things with that. The devil he always has ears out.
Why would God reveal the plan? Nope. He ain't going to do that.
Yep. That's true.
And a lot of
He
it,
ain't
it's
gonna do
not that hard. And explaining to kid and people who don't have children, a lot of times, I don't know that they can get the fullness of the understanding of what it is to have a child. And that you love that child simply because it's your child. That's an expression of God. It's like people's like, why would God love me? Or they feel like they've got to earn God's love or whatever. No, He's your father. He loves you because you're His child. That's it. Now He can be disappointed in what you've done because behavior, He knows that it's going to cause you pain or it cause somebody else's pain.
I just don't want Him to turn me away when I get up there.
Well, see, again, that's some of that man-made stuff that you have been, that you're trying to unlearn. And
I don't want that vision to be stuck in that scenario where everybody's lined, in rows, organized rows, and it's just like one by one, like the judgment is going, and then it's just.
Now that's your vision of it. Now
This is what I heard from another lady. That's the vision she got, but she was talking about how Jesus or God apparently was looking inside of them and looking at all the seeds and was telling them, all this stuff. It's like, and then he either made the choice, either get behind me, which is that they go through the door and it slams behind them, or something, or I don't know what else. I don't remember what happened. What she said. If
John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall be saved. That's it. And then Christ gave us things that we're supposed to be doing. If you see somebody that's hungry, feed them. If you see somebody that's naked, then go try to get them some clothing. You have to have discernment in today's time.
But what spurred some of this was coming home and telling Mom, I was talking to God on the way home and asking Him, why do you want me? Why do you love me? And look, and she's heard being like, why do I love you? And I'm like, I genuinely do not know. I do not know.
Because you're my child.
And that does not make any sense.
No, because you don't understand, because you don't have children. And I can sit and explain it to you, but some of these things are beyond words. And what a gift it is to have a child, and how many people do not take that gift seriously. There's a lot that do.
See, the only way I can compare that to is you. Literally you, Dad, Nana, BB, Elijah.
Yep.
And the cats.
Exactly. And this is part of the reason that our world is so screwed up. Because when you have people that don't feel loved or lovable, and they are acting out of that woundedness, and that's where you've got these people like me that's sitting here and praying for all these people. Praying that God will touch them, because they're the ones that needs prayer the most. Because what a horrible thing to feel unloved. That is, and Mother Teresa was talking about that loneliness and that despair, that is the hunger that the West is going through. Mm-hmm. And God have mercy on us.
That's something that I genuinely try to spread when I'm at work. Mm-hmm. I may not know them closely, nor really want to, but I still care and love them as a human being.
Because they're made in the image of God.
Yeah. And therefore, automatically I care about them.
Yes. Because that's who we are. But that's also one of those things that does not mean that it's okay for people to abuse you.
Right.
That does not mean that you're a doormat and that you allow people to, hurt you or your family or something like. No. That was not what he was talking about. That has been so misused. Remember that when the devil came at Christ in the desert, he came at him through Scripture. Twisting of Scripture, and people have forgotten that. So it's a matter of going back and finding out what Scripture truly says, how it was applied. That was, like I said, there's very few days that I don't miss Michael Heiser's presence on this planet, especially right now. So it's a matter of that. It is written. It is written. Everything he was countered by, it is written. You got to know it. We didn't mean this one to go this direction. We just let it go as it goes.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the people where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at RolandaCOCWS. We just go with the flow here.
We do. We do. Talking about as the spirit moves, this is it.
Yep.
That's what we do each and every podcast. So, know that you are loved.
Mm-hmm.
And thank everybody who sent well wishes and prayers and stuff, because they're always appreciated and needed. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.